Don't you love how this bug is still a thing?
I'm in your fridge, stealing all your health, 'cause I'm a shark.
What's up, dudes and dudettes of the year? Now, my name's Scythe, and we are back here for another Trove on PC today. How y'all doing today, folks? Hope you're doing fantastically wonderful. Yoink, hope you're doing fantastically wonderful. Hope you're doing fantastically wonderful. Let's just fix the record there. It was getting a little bit broken. Hope this video makes your day even better. So yeah, quite a few things have actually been going on with the PC version of Trove, and today I wanted to kind of talk about those things that have been going on, not to mention what has kind of been happening now that Trove is actually out on console, and what's gonna slowly start to happen now that everyone's starting to get used to it. You know what I mean? So needless to say, first and foremost, that Trove on console has just exploded on the channel, and I'm so happy about that. Like, seriously, very, very grateful to everybody. Even console players that are tuning into this, PC has been exploding too. There's a whole breadth of new players, and it's just insane, right? I don't want to play on the Tomb Raider, even though he's beautiful. Oh, by the way, did you see this? Look at him. Look at little critter, isn't he a freak?
Blah, kill me, I'm Bowser, not Critter.
Oh my goodness gracious, that thing is adorable. So, because of it, you know, I've just been trying to keep up, and honestly speaking, at this point right now, yeah, talk about it in more detail in a vlog video I'm sure I'll have come out sometime soon, but yeah, it's actually becoming very difficult for me to keep up with the amount of content going on, not to mention all the holidays and stuff, and I got family down visiting and everything like that. So for right now on the channel, anybody that's tuning into Trove and the other side series, you might not see the side series for a little while. It's just going to be focused on Trove and Astroneer right now are the only two games that I'm going to mainly record. Doesn't mean there's not going to be any other games or anything like that. You can find these in Elemental Worlds. I still haven't found it in Air World once though. But anyways, as far as giveaway stuff today, thank you to Cluda. We're going to be giving away 2 celebratory pinatas, which aren't in the game anymore, so GG on that one. Also, I'll talk about my Neon Ninja's power in a minute here, because anybody noticing, we're actually doing a lot more damage here. But also, thank you to Bubble Anchor, we're going to be giving a Laden Sleigh. Coolby7, we're going to be giving a Laden Sleigh. And Biscuit Cat, we're going to be giving a Laden Sleigh, as well as a holiday joyous dormant pinata, or whatever. It's not a pinata egg, it's this dragon egg. So there's all these prizes right here. So if you want any of those, folks, of course, you're going to have to hit that like button, be subscribed to the channel. Not that the like button does anything anymore, because it's just all that recommended view garbage. Needless to say, leave a comment in the comment section down below with your username. Scarlet Inspire will choose the winner, let you know, hey, dude, you ended up winning. You catch either myself or Nintendo game. Well, no. Catch you just myself in game, or join the Discord. Links are in the description for that, because that's another thing which I guess we could talk about, anybody who knows about this, but Nintendo Gamer is a good friend of mine. He's been a subscriber for a million zillion years, and also ended up becoming a good friend just because we've known each other for a very long time, right? Needless to say, his computer exploded, so anybody that's wondering where he's been at, that's where he's been at. His computer is dead, right? The other thing, too, for today, quite a few things. I'm really hoping that we can actually max out our Stellar. I do have a couple Shaper Stars right now, just kind of on my person, that I haven't bothered using just yet, because I wanted to actually do it on camera. But more important than that, I ended up actually getting a perfect Neon Ninja Class Gem the other day, which is just insane. So, let's actually go and make our, Stellar gear right here. Hopefully we'll be able to fully max out. But it's a very big day. Very, very big day for me right now, just because of this. You know, even the Class Gem ability, but the Class Gem right here, it's not maxed out just yet. I don't have any more luck cats, unfortunately, but the one that I was rocking before was crit damage and crit hit. The crit damage on it was 60%, and the crit hit was at about 10%. So this gem not only has more crit hit and crit damage than the other gem I got, it also has physical damage, because the other gem had max health, right? And here's the thing that's funny, folks. this gem right here, it's not perfect, right? But because it generated with 10k physical damage, which is pretty good, you know, it could have been 11k if we got like the perfect super powered roll. But the max health, I'm just gonna leave that, because if I go to my stats right now, you can see that I'm actually rocking over 100% crit hit, which means I don't need it anymore, right? So my physical damage is at 144k, which is fantastic. That's great. Stronger than even my Shadow Hunter was. But the critical damage percent, not ideal. I would prefer that was well over 1,000, but it doesn't seem like we're gonna end up getting that type of generation. Still, we're doing pretty darn good for the Neon Ninja, and we're at 19k PR, so that ended up happening really, really fast, didn't it? Then also, as far as the Stellar gear, I think my Knight's the only one that was missing his hat and face, right? So let's see, Radiant to Stellar, yes please. Radiant to Stellar, there we go. So now, here's my Knight. Here's my Pirate Captain, just to show you all proof, because it's beautiful. There's my Ice Sage. There's the beautiful Shadow Hunter. There's the Fey Trickster. You can see all my PR on all these characters as well, just because I'll try and remember to move my camera over. Neon Ninja, Gunslinger. My Gunslinger is actually getting pretty powerful. Before I ended up finding this class gem, whoopsie daisy, I'm repeating characters, aren't I? Before I ended up finding the class gem that I just found, I actually had, like, my Gunslinger was actually doing more damage in the Shadow Towers than my Neon Ninja. Most of my characters are actually getting pretty up there as far as the PR is concerned. For total PR, though, not so much. I'm not gonna be top 100 mastery anytime soon, like I am right now, but that's gonna go away very, very quickly. I'm almost at 200k PR total, 196k. That's all right. Unfortunately, like, that's the thing, is the only way that I could get more PR at this point would be to start leveling up my gems, because as far as my classes are concerned, for the most part, I think there's one gem on one of the characters. I would have to double check though, but I'm pretty sure that there's only one gem that I have equipped that isn't, like, it didn't roll as a 2-star. So it's the only gem that's like not an ideal perfect, like, rolled with all 3 stats, right? Ooh, that's a big Jurassic biome. What is this? Why did, oh, the daily reset, and we're still getting all the stuff from the special event. So let's see what ends up happening here, but I want to try and get, man alive, that explains why it's getting so laggy too, because everybody's logging in. Jiminy Crockett. Oh geez, come on game, get in there. Ay, 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 ay. So the other thing too I wanted to talk about here, folks, was a little bit about, like, come on, game. I wanted to talk a little bit of the Trove on console and what's been going on with that, because I know that we're running the Trove on PC and console at the same time, and I wanted to kind of just explain that PC is always going to be where I main. You know, if I have a choice between grinding on console and grinding on PC, I'd rather grind on console, because that's the thing with Trove, which I guess you could say is a good thing about it, but also one of the bad things is that, technically speaking, you can actually continuously keep grinding because you're getting resources and stuff like that. Now, honestly speaking, that shouldn't be the case when you're at the end game. You know, I would much rather be grinding for, like, a gear or something rather than just grinding towards getting more gem dust, you know, that we are going to potentially end up using in the future. But that is pretty much Trove in a nutshell, is you're gonna end up grinding every type of resource imaginable for the day that they're gonna implement something that's going to require it, right? But because of that, you know, there's kind of been a little bit of a divide. You know, there's the Xbox fans and then there's the PC fans. And while I enjoy both, like, that's the thing, folks, like I said, PC is gonna be where it's at for me, like, at all times, right? Even on console, you know, I'm a completely free-to-play player on that. So because of that, I'm just kind of enjoying the ride, you know? And recently on console, we ended up actually, like, I launched the club and everything like that. We got a couple officers that actually moved from PC, and they're playing PC and console at the same time. So that was really, really cool. Pickleman and Fall of Pluto. Well, Pickleman actually wasn't an officer. He's been around for a million years, though, so I just promoted him up. And then, besides all of that, the other thing that's been going on is a big bunch of people that are getting really, really confused as far as the clubs are concerned. So, if you're a console player and you're tuning into the PC series right now, folks, I of course have links in the description for like tons and tons of different videos that explain most of the relevant information that I talk about within the series, right? And one of those is the clubs that I am a part of. And the Jub Club, and why I am actually a part of that. I should go and do the Dragon Challenge just so that I could get my daily coin, but I honestly don't care. Whatever, that's fine. But on PC, the reason that I'm part of the Jub Club is it's actually an officer-only club. So that's kind of the main club that we use to not only show that I'm me, if you see the tag ScythePlays of Jub, because there's a couple people that try to fake my username on PC. But it's kind of like a proof of all the officers as well. It's kind of a very easy way to keep track of everything. Not to mention if us officers need to actually chat and kind of, let each other know, like, okay, this is what's going on, and okay, here's the ban list and stuff like that, right? But that's the thing, is on console, I ended up launching with the club Jub because some freak ended up stealing the handle Team Pixel. So just a heads up, anybody on console, do not fall for it. Do not go in to the Team Pixel club on console. That is not me. I do not own any of those clubs. Not to mention my gamer tag is actually ScythePlays YT, one word, because on console anyways, like we're talking about Xbox Live, and somebody ended up taking ScythePlays like a long time ago. I think it was it's the same, probably the same person that ended up taking the handle that they have on Twitter, right? So that's why I also have why did that T-Rex make such weird noises? Anyways, who cares? The only reason I'm trying to bring all this up is just because people are getting really confused for some reason. And also I find it hilarious that people are also getting confused which version of Trove I'm playing in the videos, despite the fact that the console ones specifically say and that we're playing on the console, you know what I mean? And I might consider like this. Probably I'll probably have decided once this video has actually already been edited and everything like that, but I'm probably going to end up titling these videos to Trove PC, just so that there's a little less confusion between the players. Now, as far as new stuff is concerned, because there's a lot of exciting things coming out. So you remember in the latest patch, the Snowfest event, right? And how I kind of just mentioned in passing how they talked about the flaming snowflakes or whatever, where you go and grind the tree dungeons, and then you end up using, you go and grind the tree dungeons, and then you can construct those snowflakes that you get from completing the dungeon into fire snowflakes, right? You can't do that right now. It's not in game yet. But I kind of theorized that, it's probably gonna be part 2 of this event, like phase 2 of the Snowfest event. And lo and behold, yup. Phase 2 of the event is going to end up being where we end up using the snowflakes. You're going to end up using them on a unique boss that we can end up finding. I don't know if he's out in the world or something like that. I don't remember all the specifics, but he's pretty darn cool. He's actually a giant mech that looks like he belongs in Mega Man, and he's very, very beautiful, but the way that you combat him is pretty uggles, because you throw a snowball at him, and I think it's something like his shield is down for like 1 or 2 seconds before he just recharges right back up. So everyone's kind of guesstimating that the devs intend us to play with other people while we grind that boss, because doing it solo is probably going to end up being very tricky. Now, granted, when we're on a stronger character like this, we should honestly be able to just one-shot him. And so long as we have enough snowballs, that shouldn't matter either, right? But we'll see what ends up happening. Now, what you're going to end up getting from that freak is the Griff. I think that's what it's called. It's like a robotic griffin mount, right? And there's been a mod for that mount for a very, very long time, but it finally ended up getting into the game, and yeah, pretty darn cool. Now, one thing that I think is actually fantastic, and I think that the devs should start doing this a little bit more often, often. Hopefully it's not too overpriced. But they are going to actually have a solution or an alternate method of getting the mount where you're just going to be able to get it out of the cash shop, as far as I know, because, you know, they're kind of trying to take into account that it's the holidays, so people are gonna be busy to actually grind it up, and maybe you just don't want to. Maybe you just want to grab it from the store, and there you go, which I think is great. I think they should actually start doing that with every mount in the game, because even if most people won't end up actually doing that, you know, the whole pay-to-win thing, at least it gives us the option. You know, for myself, of course, I'm gonna grind it out because I want to see the numbers, and, you know, honestly speaking, whenever it comes to actually grinding a specific drop or something like that, outside of like some of the dragon eggs and stuff, you know, and some of the things that are impossible for you to grind solo, like, so long as you can end up grinding this boss over and over, it shouldn't be a problem, man. You know, you ended up, like, I'm pretty sure most everybody ended up getting those Christmas present mounts by now that you get out of the giant Christmas trees, right? So we'll end up just doing this last, I think there's a dungeon right up there, right? It looks like a 3-star. Looks like that same one. And also, I do want to mention that drop rates are kind of getting a little bit strange. So I don't know if drop rates are just increased or if the, you know, they kind of just are coming in bunches now. But needless to say, I'll be out grinding with people, and they're either getting constant, like, stellar and radiant drops, or nothing, like we've seen all right now, where it's just completely dead, and we've got absolutely nothing, right? I should also double check while we're here, how much damage am I actually doing when I use a pot? Oh, I don't have a pot. Well, how much damage am I doing without? 34 mil. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty good for without a pot. That means I'm going to be able to one-shot most of the bosses without even using a flask. Now, the 3-stars, I don't really think so. Those guys are way too strong. No! I knew he was going to kill me, too. I knew it. Also, if you're wondering why I haven't ended up opening any chaos chests or anything like that, it's because I'm still saving them so that I can end up doing a video while I'm trying to still sell all of my tradable ones so that I can get my flux up. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, everybody. That's all the time that we have for today. Hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that I kind of expressed a lot of the concern that I've been seeing in the comments. Like, people are kind of just asking and wondering what's going on with Xbox, what's going on with PC, etc., etc. So hopefully I ended up answering that. Otherwise, yeah, as always, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sign over and stay epic, everybody.